And sometimes things just take time. And just because you don't get it at this moment right now doesn't mean it's never gonna happen. Hello everyone. Hope you've been well. These last couple weeks of my life have been very crazy. Just to think, you know, June 21st, I mean, June 29th, today's July 29th. June 29th, I would have never expected that my July would have turned out the way that it did. And I feel so happy right now. And I just want people to know that even when your life feels like it couldn't get worse and things just keep piling up and you feel like things aren't getting better and you hate your life or whatever it may be, really, like, anything could happen. Like, your life could change in an instant. I mean, as you know in my last video, my career has been the one thing that has been very just not where I want it to be. And this video is not about that, but that's kind of where my mind was at a lot of June. Like, I was just like feeling very down and sad and just like feeling like my life is just like a never-ending cycle of just not great things. And so I ended up going to Florida in the beginning of July. It was my first time. I mean, I live in Texas and I've been to the beaches in Texas, so like they're not they're not the greatest. If you've ever been, you would know what I mean. But it was my first time ever going to a beach outside of Texas, and so I absolutely loved my time there. And it's so crazy, and I need to explain. So at the beginning of June, I had no idea I was going to Florida, but my sister is the best, and she was trying to figure out a way for us to go. And we know a friend that has family there, blah, 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 blah. We ended up staying with them. Not the point. Point is like 2 weeks before July, we didn't even know we were going. And then we literally had like maybe 10 days to get ready, or to get ready for our trip. And that's just so crazy that things happened that quickly and I was able to go. And I know that might not sound like the biggest deal ever, but like for me it really was. I haven't really traveled to many places before, so being able to like go to Florida and experience that for the first time, it was just, oh my God, like I was there for a week and it was just the best time. Like I don't think that I've ever been that happy in that many days, and those like consecutive days where every single day was great and all we did was just like be around water and be on the water. And it was just, I honestly was on such a high. I really can't explain it. Like, thinking about it now, I was so happy. And I remember thinking while I was there, like, how did my life turn out to be that great when a month ago or a month prior I wasn't feeling that great about things. And so it was truly a dream. Like, I really, it's just so fun. Like, I have to live by a beach now. Like, there's no way that I couldn't live by water now. Like, it was just, oh my God, like I wish I could go back and experience it again. And so I came back on July 8th. I remember coming back home and feeling so sad, like, and just, it's just like whenever you like just drop from a high that you were just having. And I remember like me and my sister, like we just kept talking about how we had like the greatest time ever and that we just wanted to experience it again. And we couldn't even believe that we had such a great time. I don't even know why I had such a great time. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like the trip was anything out of the ordinary. Actually, I got on a horse in water, which is like really freaking weird. I don't know if that's like a Florida thing, but I was like, I don't know, got to experience that though. And it was a lot of fun. So yeah, we come back, and one thing about me is that I am a Swiftie. I love Taylor Swift. And I haven't been able to go to her Eras tour that is currently going on. And it's been one of those things where me and my sister have just been like really sad about it, not being able to go. And we were just having to accept that, you know, we might not be able to go. But I remember a couple months ago, like maybe a month ago, me and my sister were like, it's possible, like we could go to this concert. Like we just had to like manifest it. The thing is like her American leg is over. She's currently in Europe, and so we would only be able to go if we went to Europe. And we were like, it's possible, like we could go. Even though we were like, we're probably not gonna be able to go, like there's just no way. And so my aunts also really love Taylor Swift, like as much as me and my sister do. And so the day we get back from Florida, they tell me that they're gonna buy our plane tickets to Germany to go see Taylor. And so here we are, right, in this like super high / sadness of like leaving Florida. Literally the next day we come home and we're talking about like how much fun we had and feeling sad that it was over. And then we get a message from my aunt being like, we're gonna go to Germany and all you need to do is pay for your concert ticket. Obviously in that moment we were like, what the heck, like how is this happening? And then the next thought was, yes, we're going. Like it was a no-brainer for us, like we had to go. And so literally the next day, July 9th, 10th, something like that, we realized we're going to Germany. And it was my first time ever going out of the country. Thank God I had my passport. Thank God I got it a year ago, because I manifested this, y'all. Like and like this is the point of the video, is like a year ago, if you would have told me that my July would have looked the way that it is looking right now, I would have been like, you are lying. Like there's absolutely no way. And another key fun fact about me is that July is my favorite month. Like, I don't know why, I just love it. I love the vibes. It's like warm and sunny, and like even though in Texas it's freaking unbearably hot, that's the only thing that sucks about it, but like everything else is just, I love it. It's the best. And I actually wrote in my journal last year. Well, last year I told my sister, I told her, I was like, if my July next year, aka this year, is not good and I don't do anything, I'm gonna hate my life. Like I'm gonna hate myself. Because last July I did nothing. All I did was work. And by the end of July, like I felt so sad. I was like, wow, like it's my favorite month and I'm just watching it go by and there's nothing to do. And so the fact that this month happened the way it did, like, I don't know, I guess what I'm saying is anything is possible. And sometimes time makes things seem like they're impossible. Like a year is such a long time, and yet it's also very, very short. And so if you start planning things a year in advance for something to happen, the chances are that they're gonna happen. But we're so used to, or we're so caught up in the idea of like getting things now and wanting them now, and they have to be now, and then we don't wanna, I mean, a lot of the times it is impossible to do things right now. Like you have to work towards them. And so I really do feel like I work towards this. I don't know how the universe or God made me deliver this like amazing gift to me that I had this month, but it did, or they did. And I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just like, I'm still just in awe of the fact of how this month turned out. Yeah, so we are told that we're gonna go to Germany and I'm freaking out. I'm so excited because I'm like, I'm going to Germany, I'm going to a different country. I'm going to go see the Eras Tour, something that so many people haven't been able to do, even like in the States, because they didn't win the Ticketmaster freaking war. So I can't believe it, honestly. Like, I'm just like, how is this even my life? I don't understand. But you know what? We were ready. Like, we were like, okay, we had like we flew out on July 21st. I think. So we had like 10 days. It was a time crunch, like it truly was, but it didn't matter. Like all I knew was like, I'm going to Germany and I'm going to freaking see Taylor Swift. I'm gonna go on the Eras Tour, or I'm gonna experience the Eras Tour before my eyes. I was freaking out. And so we go to Germany. I just got back Thursday night, the 25th. And so I've just been like reflecting on this month recently, the past couple of days, and just thinking about my life and how this has turned out. And like I said, like the point of this video is really just saying I genuinely had the best time. And if you're going through something and you're thinking that your life is just not turning out the way that you want it to be, and that there's just no tunnel, or there's no light at the end of the tunnel, there truly is. And sometimes things just take time, and I understand that now. And just because you don't get it at this moment right now doesn't mean it's never going to happen. And that's also something to just keep in mind in life. And I can be quite the planner, I won't lie. Like I can be very spontaneous and on the spot, but for the most part I'm always thinking about the future. And so that's just something you just got to remember, is like the work that you're putting in now is going to pay off. Even if it's annoying, even if you're having to hate your life in the process of it, it will pay off. And that's just what I don't know how to explain it, but like I feel invincible right now. And I know that that sounds so dumb, but like the fact that I was able to make this month happen, I really genuinely feel like anything could happen. Because how did that happen? Like a year ago, 6 months ago, I would have been like, there's just no way. There's just no way that you're gonna be able to freaking pull off like a last minute trip to Florida and have the best time and do so many different extravagant things there and like experience Florida fully and just like have the best time ever. And like just, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna remember those memories for the rest of my life. Like the feeling of like the happiness that I feel right now just thinking about that trip. Like I said, it wasn't special. It wasn't, I don't know how to explain it. It was the feeling that it gave me that made it different than any other experience that I've had. That's what made it so special. And so the fact that I was able to pull that off, and then the fact that I was able to pull off going to Germany, like what the heck? And now I get to say I went to the Eras Tour, which was the best experience of my life, like the best day of my life. Like July was such a high, like it was such a high point in my life, and it made me realize all the things that it just makes me want to continue that. And I have other things happening in August that are gonna be super exciting. If you want to follow along, like I started a new Instagram because I just wanted to start one, because my last one I never posted anything. I don't know, I just want to ride this high forever. And I know that the reality is that that's not what it's gonna be. Life is all about the highs and the lows, and maybe I'm just gonna go back to my robotic life of working and all of that. But as of now, I'm so happy, and it feels like nothing can take that away from me. Yeah, I just want this to be I don't know, I hate the word example because I don't want to be an example, but we'll use that word. I just want this to be an example of like things can turn up, things can get better, and you really have no idea what's waiting around the corner. And it feels so good to say that, because I feel like for the longest time I didn't believe those words, and when people would say that, I would be like, you're lying, that's not true, there's no way. And it is true. Things will get better, and your time it's coming. It took me a year to reach this. And honestly, like I said, time is so weird that like a year is so long, yet it's so short, because like thinking about a year ago, it seems like it was just yesterday. But at the same time, so much had to happen in between now and then to be able to make this month happen for me. So I don't know, like I'm just grateful, y'all. Like that is it. Like I'm so grateful for everything. and I don't know what's next in life for me, but if this month was any indicator of what's to come, then I'm super excited. And I just want to bring you along with me because I feel like there's more to come, and I want to share it. Like, that's how I feel right now. Like, I just want to share. I wish that everybody could feel the happiness that I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to feel this. I want others to feel this because it's so exciting and exhilarating, and I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. So that's it. It was great talking with you and telling you about my July. Love you, July. You're the best. And I'm curious to see what the next one will look like. I'm curious to see what's to come next month. I mean, I already know what's happening next month, but I'm super excited about that. I'm just like, I've just been taking a moment back and thinking, like, how is this my life right now? And I know that it's not much things that are happening to other people's lives. My life is probably very bland and boring, and that's totally fine. You know, life is all about perspective, and thank God that I like my perspective of my life right now. So yeah, I'm just excited, and I am just very grateful, and I'm curious to see what life offers me, what life offers you, and yeah, we're in this thing together, right? So anyways, I will talk to you very soon.